postpone their travels. If they want to travel midnight, they feel that because of fear of crime, they would like to travel in the morning. This will be a thing of the past. And we thank the President of the Republic for the support he has given us, and the more support that is ahead of us. And we also thank you for the words that you always put in to make our demands possible. Thank you very much for your visit. Thank you so much. We can't thank you enough, but I want to end here so that other speakers can say something. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Christian, for the welcome remarks. At this point, I have the singular honor to invite the Deputy Minister for the Interior, Honorable Ebenezer Oklete Telafi, to give a remark. A round of applause, please.
Your Majesty, the second, my father, my mentor, for 20 years, Mercy, he has been my guide and a guide in everything. I have always longed to see him as I met him today. And I'm very happy. The Inspector General of Police, regional commanders, traditional rulers, our Chief Director, Madame Doreen, distinguished officers and men of the Ghana Police Service, invited guests, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great honor and profound respect that I stand before you today. On this historic occasion, once again to welcome His Majesty Otumfuo Osei Tutu, the Asantehene, to the Police Command. Your Majesty, your presence here today is not only symbolic, but deeply significant. It reflects your enduring commitment to peace. And it reflects your to peace, as well as to stay, particularly and with responsibility of maintaining law order. The Ghana Police Service remains a cornerstone of our democracy. Your visit today serves as a strong morale booster to our gallant officers and men, reaffirming that traditional authority and state institutions can and must work together to promote peace, discipline, and public safety. Your Majesty, Osei Tutu has over the years itself as a unifier and a passionate advocate for education, justice, and development. Your continuous engagement with security agencies and of course the importance of modern between traditional leadership in addressing the complex on behalf of the ministry and the government of Ghana. I wish to commend the leadership of the Ghana Police Service for their professionalism, sacrifice, and discipline. We assure them of confidence in improving their visit inspired renewed commitment among our security services to uphold integrity, discipline, and respect for human rights while working tirelessly to protect lives and property across our beloved country. Your Majesty, we are grateful for your wise counsel, your guidance, and support. May your visit today further strengthen the bond between traditional authority and the Ghana police for the peace and prosperity of Ghana. I want to take the opportunity on behalf of my minister to thank you once more and thank everybody here for your attention. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Minister for the Interior, for the remarks. At this point, I would like to invite a representative of the Inspector Generals of Police retired, Mr. Ernest Ousupoku, on behalf of IGPs retired. Let's welcome him, please.
Nana Otumfuo, the Deputy Minister for Interior, and members of Parliament, all other protocols. Today's activities are very historic in the sense that this is the first time that Otumfuo the Asante is visiting police headquarters to interact with us, share his thoughts with us, and encourage us to do more than what we've done so far. Otumfuo, we are grateful for your visit. Those of us who have been privileged to work in the Ashanti region will testify that anytime there is a problem or whenever you need counsel from Otumfuo, he will readily give it to you. Otumfuo, once again, we are grateful to you. It is my belief that this is not going to be the last time that Otumfuo will be visiting us and enjoy his wise counsel. To my fellow police officers, especially those at headquarters, I will work in unity with the IGP so that the confidence imposed in us by members of the public will continue to grow for the benefit of the entire country. I want you to have respect for the liberty of individuals. The police service, we work within rules and regulations. Yes, we actually use the law to work, but that doesn't mean that we are above the law. We are not. Let's continue to work professionally so that the confidence the public reports in us will continue to grow. And on this note, I say thank you, Nana Otumfuo. And like I said, we hope this is not going to be the last time you are visiting us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ernest Ousupoku, IGP retired, for speaking for all IGPs retired here. At this point, I have the honor to invite His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei Tutu II, the Asante Hene, to give his overall address. No.
Wasaji fogu nyagwasio krasantina dwe kasangen.
Wasaji fogu nyagwasio krasantina dwe kasangen.
Kota kwa ine kase krabia ine kasangen.
Kota kwa ine kase krabia ine kasangen.
Mema krabia irifia ngumane koto kungen.
Mema krabia irifia ngumane koto kungen.
Asantia chantro chmo champon fungen.
Asantia chantro chmo champon fungen.
Asantia sesebo sumanditien.
Asantia sesebo sumanditien.
Krabia santina dwe kasangen.
Krabia santina dwe kasangen.
Sechiche mimodi nyawisio.
Sechiche mimodi nyawisio.
Why nebenya sajuso supeni ni akwaba kuma sika pobano.
Why nebenya sajuso supeni ni akwaba kuma sika pobano.
Obinya sabia nko bebi.
Obinya sabia nko bebi.
Blagwa bakana ne frampo damli favisi.
Blagwa bakana ne frampo no damli favisi.
Osei Tutu mimodi nyawisio.
Osei Tutu mimodi nyawisio.
Una na musuma nkabo mpuntu ni nkoso ba wasantima ni Ghana menyina.
Una na musuma nkabo mpuntu ni nkoso ba Ghana ni asantima nyina.
Obinya sabia nko bebi.
Obinya sabia nko bebi.
Wasaji fogu nyagwasingen.
Wasaji fogu nyagwasingen.
Okra santina dwe kasangen.
Okra santina dwe kasangen.
Wo kubela to bebe de fagu nyagwasa juna chemera.
Zo.
For Interior, the IGP, former IGPs that I have seen this afternoon, and then still see them strong and kicking. My dear grandson, Mr. Ousupoku, with his walking stick, still going strong. Johnny Walker.
Zo.
Mr. Osun Sian, still going strong. Kwesi, Agwesi. Remember the basement rooms that we used to go at State House and Corporation, room 1 and room 2. Mr. Kubleno up here too, and Bueno. These are all familiar faces that I've dealt with. But I'm still here seeing so many familiar faces here that I didn't know I was going to meet. But I've had so many policemen that I've seen having come through Ashanti, and not even Ashanti, but haven't met them, and have had close discussions with them about security and everything.
Sure.
And I've seen most of them here, and I thank you because when I saw you, then I realized that the police service is still doing well. Mr. Kofi there, who was the Ashanti Regional Minister, Commander 1, Ashanti Regional Policeman, Commander 1, and then came back to the headquarters and always making noise. Shout when he's standing in front of me and to say that I'm here. What do you normally say? I salute, sir. What do you say? Your Royal Majesty. But I also have so many different people that I was eager to meet. My in-laws and everything who are here, I was eager to meet them, and I'm here to see them all.
Zo.
I received the invitation from the IGP to visit the police headquarters. It was a bit surprise to me, but I still felt that it was an onerous duty for me to come because he wanted me to meet the police management board and then to share ideas with you.
Zo.
This afternoon when I came, I spoke about the cooperation between traditional authority and the police service.
Zo.
And how
Joe.
and how best we can do it. Almost all these IGPs we have that collaboration. And he has firmed it up today by inviting me here
Joe.
to be at where the action is. When I wasn't,
Joe.
before I became the king of Ashanti, I remember one time the police headquarters was somewhere that I feared very most. Because every time that I'm driving from the railway station to the main ring road, you see and you find this place is something that you don't joke with.
Joe.
But now I'm here, and I realize that today the atmosphere is more friendly, brotherly, and of service to the community.
Joe.
I came to encourage you. Ghana needs you most. Ghana relies on you for peace. The security of Ghana internally depends on you, and therefore we don't take it for granted. If I should sleep, I sleep because we have appointed some police officers who guard me in the night and during the day, and they are doing a fantastic job there.
Joe.
It all comes from the training that will be given to these officers that you've appointed here. And therefore, maybe it is not about money. Police should be a calling. This profession must be a calling. If you don't have a passion, I would advise don't go, because I don't think it's for money. You should be devoted. You should have a compassion for people and be able to interpret the law, and then at the same time be firm with people. And therefore, that is why when I had the opportunity this morning, and then I'm here now, to say that I appreciate you, Ghana appreciates you. Many a time, with all due respect, when I'm speaking to the president, I talk about the police.
Joe.
The retooling of the police. Because I've seen some wretched cars that the police cannot even use to go and chase some armed robbers.
Joe.
And I'm glad to hear and see. I now even have an armored car positioned in front of my shop.
Joe.
Have peace. Your duty is not to beat people. Your duty is to make sure that you educate, and then the peaceful atmosphere is to be here. I know that there are problems also in the police with some of your personnel that we
Joe.
don't have to accept.
Joe.
And that also must be looked at. I said that this afternoon. There are some personnel in the police who give the police a bad image.
Joe.
And we all have to accept that and appreciate that, and we have to work towards that to be able to, because you don't go in there and then stop cars and take money when you have to check the insurance,
Joe.
when you have to check that whether the tires are working properly, whether that car is valid to be driven on the streets or not.
Joe.
But if you were to take money and leave that wretched car to go, it creates an accident and it kills people.
Joe.
Your duty is to make sure that that car is roadworthy. And it doesn't matter your salary or your wages or not. So please, all these are issues that we all have to be sure that we can do it. Also, politicizing the police service is something that we all have to be very careful about.
Joe.
When governments change, I hear some people lobbying to take positions where there's an incumbent IGP. I hear that.
Joe.
I get to know that. Let us do it properly. Let us stop so whoever comes will know that seniority and qualified people will be able to take over.
Joe.
That should be the motive behind it.
Joe.
So that the government would also know this is more qualified. Police Management Board can even recommend who is there to do it. Lobbying and using political persuasions to take positions wouldn't help the police to be more independent.
Joe.
And I believe strongly, having spoken to the current president, I'm assured that he doesn't want to interfere. It will go through the process, and whoever is qualified will be able to take over whatever it is in that.
Joe.
So please, I'm here as a father to let you know that we love you, we appreciate you, and I
Joe.
always want to assure you that whoever comes to me for advice and direction in terms of support, I'll be more than happy to do that.
Joe.
But please, it should be on merit.
Joe.
It should be appropriate. It should be on merit.
Joe.
I'm just a poor soul sitting in Kumasi. I only have a moral authority. I don't have the political authority.
Joe.
I have only a moral authority. And that also will be preserved if I also use that moral authority appropriately, dispassionately, and appropriately. Other than
Joe.
that, no.
Joe.
We resolving our way of resolving to have peace is chieftaincy issues, where we look at the lineage of people before we get them. No matter who has money or who doesn't have money, you should hail from the appropriate lineage. And
Joe.
once you hail from the appropriate lineage, and it is confirmed that the family wants you to be the chief, we will give it to you.
Joe.
No one will be allowed to use his money to influence any chieftaincy title, to create confusion and fighting in any village or community or anything.
Joe.
So I'm sure that you know that in Ashanti, things are straightened up. In the Hafu area, things are straightened up. Some parts of Bron that falls under my domain, things are straightened up.
Joe.
And that is exactly how I'm pursuing that.
Joe.
And therefore, we also would want the police also. Some of them also get involved in chieftaincy matters when it's not necessary.
Joe.
When it is not necessary at all.
Joe.
Because I cannot see how a chief could be gazetted and a police commander will issue instructions to say, don't allow him to go. You are supposed to give him the protection.
Joe.
You
Joe.
are to give him the protection against whoever has not been validly nominated or ensued.
Joe.
And so if you take sides, it creates problems also for the whole institution and it creates problems for the police.
Joe.
So these are issues that I feel that whilst I'm here in front of a police management board, the faces are familiar. Some of them I haven't met, some of them I met. And yet I'm seeing everybody as my son and my daughter and everything, and daughter-in-law.
Joe.
And therefore, I thank you very much for welcoming me, Mr. IGP. Thank you for inviting me here.
Joe.
And I believe strongly that you want me to come next time, but it takes time for me to move away from Kumasi anyway.
Joe.
So I thank you very much for this reception. Thank you very
Joe.
much.
Joe.
Thank you very much, Your Royal Majesty, for the overall address. On behalf of the police administration, the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Christian Tete Yohonu, will make a presentation to His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei Tutu II. Thank you very much, Inspector General of Police, for doing us the honor to present a token to His Royal Majesty. With all humility, can we please we'll call on retired IGPs and members of the Police Management Board to greet His Royal Majesty. We'll start from the retired IGPs. Protocol, please kindly assist us. Immediately after that, then, it will be the turn of members of the Police Management Board. Members of Police Management Board, please kindly hold on. We'll call on members of the Police Council after the retired IGPs. Members of the Police Council will go for the next greeting. Technical advisor to the Minister for the Interior, COP, Commissioner of Police, Mrs. Mameya Tiwa Adodankwa will lead Police Management Board members to also greet His Royal Majesty. Members of the Police Management Board, members of the Police Management Board, immediately after our Police Management Board members, to be the turn for the Deputy Minister for the Interior. Okay. After Pumab, regional commanders will take their turn. After members of the Police Management Board, regional commanders will also take their turn. Just downstairs. Downstairs.
We allow them to move or we'll get taking the pictures to take the lead.
Yeah, they will take the lead.
Who will take the lead?
No, we will take the lead before IG and the
And they can move before they will announce it down.
Thank you very much. We've come to a very successful end of this afternoon's program, and we will take a group photograph downstairs. Protocol and Public Affairs, please take the lead and make arrangement for the group photograph. Our regional commanders, members of the Police Management Board, retired IGPs, members of the Police Council, we will take the lead and will be directed by Public Affairs and Protocol as Otumfuo IGP and Deputy Minister will join us later for the group photograph. Thank you.
No, senior, you know something. Let him answer.
The Asantehene Otumfuo Osei Tutu II attended upon an invitation extended by the Inspector General of Police, Christian Tete Yohunu, to the national headquarters of the Ghana Police Service here in Accra. A beautiful ceremony witnessed early on in the day when a guard of honor was mounted in honor of the Asantehene Otumfuo Osei Tutu II after the inspection. And then we heard, of course, speeches from the IGP and then the Otumfuo himself. Now, in this second part of that engagement, the Asantehene, through the help and organization of the IGP, has met with the POMAB, that's the Police Management Board, as well as the Police Council, and of course in the presence of some regional police commanders. A lot has been said, including pieces of advice to the Ghana Police Service. The Asantehene noted that some members of the service indeed do give the service a bad name and urged the leadership of the Ghana Police Service to do their best to win itself from such officers or personnel, and of course to clean the system to ensure that these personnel that give the entire service a bad name are dealt with appropriately to deter others. And Otumfuo called for increased collaboration between traditional authorities and, of course, the Ghana Police Service. He also did mention that it was not the duty of the police to kill, but to protect and to ensure the safety of the citizenry. He touched on the perceived corruption attributed to the Ghana Police Service and urged the service to do its best to clear its name, among other issues, even including chieftaincy disputes as well as land disputes. The Asantehene has made a historic visit to the police headquarters on the invitation of the Inspector General of Police, Christian Tete Yohunu, and we have brought you coverage of both sessions, that parade, or if like Ideba, early in the morning, and this engagement with the Police Management Board, POMAB, and the Police Council. I am Otumfuo Osei Tutu. Many thanks for your time. Keep watching Channel 1 TV.